All right, so this is one of the most famous streets across the globe. Locals and tourists from all over stop on this street to have a good time. So what was Bourbon Street like 50, 100, or even 300 years ago?
To find out, let's go back in time.
Bourbon Street in many respects was the frontier. It's named after the House of Bourbon. Much of the French Quarter is named after colonial backers. This was a company town. About 55% commercial, the rest of the street is residential. At one point it did stretch all the way to Lake Pontchartrain. So if anybody wants to imagine what New Orleans, like a lot of the buildings on Bourbon Street, would have looked like during the colonial period, they could see with Lafitte's blacksmith shop. The Civil War, now there were certainly seedy sides of New Orleans throughout the colonial period. There were gambling halls, gambling dens, prostitution, saloons, bars. The 1788 fire would have stopped about 500 feet from where we were standing, which is why we still have Lafitte's blacksmith shop still standing today. Tourism becomes more of an issue in the 1880s and 1870s as railroads become connected. New Orleans is connected to places like Chicago and San Francisco and New York and Atlanta. So the anchor for the entertainment district for New Orleans is probably the French Opera House, which opens in 1852. And when Prohibition happens, a lot of the seedier nightlife in New Orleans kind of gets pushed underground. You have the speakeasies, the famous places where people have to kind of look for alcohol, but it's certainly there. It was in 1967. As the nightclubs began to fail after World War II that had been so popular with the GIs, they sort of ripped the velvet curtain, and you have beer being sold on the street. People moving down Bourbon Street, drinking beer, looking in windows, opportunities for people to get their beers, get their food, and walk, okay? And this pedestrian foot traffic is what's so important in kind of defining what Bourbon Street is all about. What's been so remarkable about it is its ability to adapt, its ability to produce an entrepreneurial spirit amongst the people who live here. And it's an economic backbone for this city.